So I will show you the two files. I don't know if you can see what is on my screen.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, this is the original file that Steve had shared. Now, you notice that from the first row to the sixth row, there are just some additional details about the statement, which doesn't give information about the the columns that we're interested in. If we upload this as it is, then they already, because I used the existing function that was already there for passing Excel files, I did not create a fresh one. So that overall means that was there for handling uploads. So I did not create a fresh one. So I just used that. So you notice that if you upload this file as it is, it will assume that this file has only 2 columns, which is not the case because the first row has only data in 2 columns. So to get this working, someone has to do away with the first 6 rows, then upload the rest as it is. So this is how it will look like. Then you can remove all the columns that are not needed. We need only the receipt, the date, that is either from the completion time and the initiation time, the details. Here is where we pick the phone number and the name. And also this is where I found out that we can determine whether, especially the withdrawals, a transaction fee or the actual withdrawal. I remember you said we don't need to register the transaction fee if it is a withdrawal. So I noticed all the withdrawals have the details, they're described as payment charge. So I am using that column to identify the transaction charges. And then we have other party information. This is where I'm extracting the phone number and the name. So at the end of the day, I will get the phone number, which is masked here, and the name, which is also masked from this column. I defined a small function to just pass that column and come up with the 2 fields from it. And I will show you how that happens. So I can take you to the code. I've handled this in several places, but the data is finally passed to this manual transaction upload job for queuing purposes. Then this is the other party information processing function that I was mentioning. I'll just take that column and split it using using the dash that is actually in that column, as you can see here. The phone number and the name are separated by that dash. So I'm using that to split this into 2. And then after that, just cleaning it from this asterisk that is attached to them, except the phone number. For the name, I'm removing the asterisk because I noticed in the database, the other names do not have the asterisk from indicating that there is some more information about it or whatever. So I'm stripping it so that it is just the name that is stored. So this function handles just that column. And I'm using that function now when storing this data in the database. So I start by extracting the phone number and the name, and then building the data that I want to store into the database. Then at this level, I will start by first trying to store it. If it exists, the result here will return two fields. It is an array. It will return two items, whether the storage was successful or not. So this will be false or true. And if it is false, then it will add a reason why this was false. So the function that stores is here. It will receive the data that is passed, and then, sorry, that is failed. And then first check whether the M-Pesa reference that has been passed exists. If it exists, then it will not try to store it. It will actually just return a false and add a reason to it. There are two situations. If this data exists, if it doesn't, actually, it will try to store it. If it exists, if it is stored successfully, it will return true and the record that has just been stored. If not so, either it will return an error if an error occurs and mark it as false so that it can be logged into the failed transaction or failed table. Then the same thing happens here. If it already exists, it will indicate a reason here. It is a duplicate transaction, so it will not be registered, but it will be stored in the other table. So this simply flags it and then returns that information. So if the success field here is false, then it will proceed to try and do the failed. Where is it? Oh, here. It will try and now save it in the failed table in the database. So the failed table will just put it in another table. This method here will just put it in another table, and it is also right here. It stores all that data and pushes it into the failed table. So that is how I handled it.
Just a minute.
Yes,
a minute before we proceed.
Yes.
You were in the M-Pesa payment service. I think this is what I wrote, the M-Pesa payment service. Maybe you can go back there.
Yes, I'm
so
here.
You introduced a new method.
I introduced two methods.
Mm-hmm.
The one that stores, it's the one that is initially called.
Mm-hmm.
This store manual upload transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is, after the upload is done, I need to register that an upload was done.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, there are transactions inside this file that was uploaded, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which are going to be handled from here. So each transaction, it will try and see if it can log it in the M-Pesa payments, because that is originally where we want to update, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if this transaction exists, then we don't need to update it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But
yes.
For the sake of statistics, knowing a file was uploaded, but inside this file, there were 400 transactions, only 300 were updated, 100 were not updated. What was the reason? It was already existing. Either it was existing as a result of, maybe it came from the callback or another source, but it was already existing as a payment.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular function handles that. It's the first attempt. So it will check if by any reason it cannot be able to store, it will give a reason. This reason can either be an error, or this reason can either be, or it already exists, a duplicate transaction, so it will not be stored. And that is when the second function here is called. You had written a function here, M-Pesa reconciliation. I did not remove it. I was just waiting so that we review, so that then from there we can see if we do away with it, or if we can use it for another purpose. But I did not remove it because I was not even sure whether it is used somewhere else.
No, actually, I didn't do that.
Yes.
There is somebody who was supposed to do it na hakumaliza. So there is one thing tu hapo yenye ulisahau.
Yes, please.
Just scroll hapo chini, kuna hapo yenye unaona kama kwa hiyo M-Pesa reconciliation, just go up to kidogo. Kuna hapo yenye inasema no, just kidogo after me post payment, chini, just scroll to hapo. Kuna hii inasema post receipt amount. So this one, you call this one if it is a deposit.
Okay.
So if it is a deposit that does not nini, ndio sijaona kwa huko chini kwako.
So I need this.
Yes.
Oh, so this I need to add, especially in this, the success function only.
Yeah, for the success, yes. If it is successful, you need to call that method. If it is successful and it is what? If it is successful and it is a deposit, yes, just pass that method.
Okay.
Ipitisha to your payment to vile iko.
So if it is a withdrawal, we don't do anything to it.
Withdrawal sijafanya bado. For now, we can ignore the withdrawals. I haven't done that yet, but it's something that we can plug in nikimaliza. Because hiyo ni M-Pesa B2C. That is not complete yet. Yes.
Okay. So you're saying I add this function here, but put a condition to it, whether it's a deposit or...
Yeah, only when it is a deposit. And also you ensure that when it is saved, when the payment, after the payment to save is successful, right?
Yeah, at this point, the payment is saved and it is successful.
By the way, man, if it is not, itaruka kwenda the other side.
It will be trapped the other side.
So you do an if statement, if deposit, call that. Otherwise, your else unaweza iacha for now. We can handle your else. Nakuanga payment type.
Yes.
Na kuna kitu ingine George.
Yes.
Do I remember it query? Ebu scroll kwenda huko juu nione. Okay, just finish with that comment first. Scroll kwenda huko juu. There's something I want to check. On ebu angalia penye tunasema repost. Any method yenye iko na repost somewhere.
Kwa hii class hakuna repost.
Kuna ni gani iko? Ebu teremka tu tuone. I don't remember that method. Just scroll hiyo.
It's a method, eh?
Yeah, it's a method. No, just scroll tu tutaipata tu hapo. I think haiko mbali. Hii class haina vitu mingi. Imetu iko na methods moja mrefu.
Na methods kadhaa. There is
kuna gani huko?
Repost failed transaction.
Yeah, repost failed transaction. What am I doing here? I'm picking the payments. Alafu nafanya post fail. Oh, kuna hii update posted customer account. Ebu unaona hii posted customer account? No. What am I doing here?
This is update.
When a transaction fails, kuna venye kwanza lazima ya update the accounts. Posted customer account. Okay, that is not me. Anyway, I hope it works. Just call. If you fail to, I will just nitakumbuka what I was doing.
Okay, so we have added that line.
Yeah.
To post the received amount.
Yes, and if I may ask.
Yes, please.
So this one when I call from a job, ndio?
Yeah, this function, this method here, I initially call it from a job.
So that means it processes one transaction at a time, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Yeah, this one just one transaction at a time.
And also see to nini performance wise, scroll you in order to aid in performance wise, because if you are calling every now and then and you are calling the same pay bill, and you understand that when you were posting that full record, ilikuwa tu na pay bill moja, so there is no cases where you can have two pay bills at a go. Why can't you call this method at the source, then upitishe hii pay bill data downwards? Because that means kwamba you don't call that function on every transaction, eh? I think that also will.
Or I call it as a model and.
Yes, yani upitishe hii pay bill mzima tu.
I pass it as a model.
Yes. Maana si unajua kwamba, yeah. See, you know that what you are passing, actually even for this one, what we need is you can even pick the pay bill data. Because here, when you are calling this function, if unapitisha the customer number hapa.
This one here.
Yes, kuna get company pay bill yenye tu unapitisha the pay bill ID, si ndio?
Yes.
Yes, just call that huko at the source.
Outside the name.
Yeah, then you pass
and
it.
Then pass it as a. Okay, yeah. I get you.
That will improve performance. Badala ya kuicheck on 24/7, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
for now, don't do those changes. Ebu test it one. Just
I can just make a comment.
Yeah.
So that I remember.
Test it one, yeah. Yeah, now you can go and test.
Okay. Let me just confirm if my queue is running. All right, so now I can pick a file. Let me start with one that is potentially going to generate an error. So this, I just picked a file without first doing away with the first rows, like the one I showed you. So this returns an error. It actually indicates that the following columns are needed. It's like it has not seen that column, those columns. So I can pick another one. So that one has successfully uploaded and it has already been queued. And if we check the queue, we can see the transaction upload job is running. I think it's a short one. It's done. And that is it. Now I can check just a summary of what has happened. So in the action here, I have a small view button and it can tell you the details of the transaction. Something weird. So behaving like it has not completed.
Okay.
But I'll check what that is. but it's supposed to tell me the company name, who uploaded this, and the account type, and the pay bill, that information, and the number of items that were posted and those that failed. Just that. I think yeah, I think it's just that.
So instead of opening a full page to display your data, why can't you just do
I can do it on a dialogue. Yeah, I was trying to understand how you are doing the dialogue. I've not quite understood how you are doing it first, so that I don't introduce something that is different from. I keep with the consistency that is. So
okay,
that
for
is
dialogues. For dialogues, nani alicreate one component here, dialogue. Actually, if the two machine yangu sijafungua. So what am I run? Was it because there was something? Anyway, you can check.
It is running. Let me just open the code and maybe you can.
Ama is that line yenye tumeintroduce huko chini ndio imefail?
No. I think there is something I did. Yeah, I remember. I was initially dispatching the action to load that single item from here, but I removed it. So I think that is the reason. This one here. I think that is the reason. I forgot to move it to the view, but I'll do that. I'll just do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the dialogue,
yes.
If you can open, open a loan application. I think una loan application somewhere. Deposit and loans.
Should be in finance.
No, deposit and loans. No. Deposit and loans. Yeah.
Deposit and loan. Okay.
Una loan applications,
Yes.
Una hiyo hiyo. Kuna kitu kama dialogue sehemu, just search hapo chini dialogue. I think nilitumia hapa to one page. You can use that. Hiyo ilikuwa inaitwa dialogue ama nini?
Model.
Ndio hii. Yeah. Yeah, so that is what we are using. So you can use that.
Yeah, and I can also use that for.
Yeah, instead ya kufungua full page, you can just use as a dialogue.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll use that.
Otherwise, me, I think nimeona you have done a very good job. And that shows you are very experienced by doing nairara vera. Una tudanganya bure. Like, hauko tudanganya anyway. Because kuna so many people tumepatianga hii kazi na imewasumbuanga forever. Yeah. So I think it's good. What you do is just finish up na the cleanup, alafu push, then we can pull now and test. Then we can give feedback.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Yeah, so as long as to improve the performance of that function, you call your new consumer pay bill and pass the data, because you just call it once from the DB, then on a picture too. And also Minitena. Yeah, that is what I have seen too. Anything else, I think we are good to go. And also do some tests. Uone kama ina post. Unaona your payment service kama ina post here.
Yeah, that kama the nini that we have introduced, this line.
Yeah, come in a post, because that is the most important thing. Actually, when it posts, it change from pending posting to posted. Yeah. So you can follow up on every kitchen inafanya.
So I'll go through it.
So I think for me that is what I have. Maybe ukimaliza kila kitu vizuri, do clean up. Probably we can have a meeting on Monday and schedule for another thing to do. But I think now it will be B2C tutaanza kuweka I think we'll be thinking from now tutaanza kuweka some settings like we can give a company some settings that at what point kama usiku hawataki watu wafanye B2C, unaona vitu kama hizo, the limit yenye mtu anaweza fanya, how many times mtu anaweza withdraw, unaona.
Yes.
So I think hizo ndizo tutafanya next. So after we do that, we just enable B2C, alafu the organization wataanza tu now to test. So
Alright.
So Steve, I don't know if
okay. Lisa, me, I don't think I have anything to add. Maybe we just George, after ume clean up na ume push, unaweza kusema ndio either Martin unaweza after ume push unaweza weka kwa staging ni full test.
Sasa haina shida, nitaipush huko, so just akimaliza tu aniambie.
Haya, sasa.
Okay, sasa. Ingia evening.